Okay, so I'm thinking if we take a look where we left off yesterday, well, actually what we want to do, just like how we're building out these potential roads from left to the right, we want to build out roads vertically as well. That one works, but none of these are actually building out vertically. We just got the left one, so we've got to build a similar function to our potential road horizontal function. We're going to be writing our potential road vertical. So yesterday we left off. The first thing we tried to do was to change our potential road vertical to true if the road before it, okay. Yeah, if the road before it has a potential road, so that's, we need our road start though. So in our road start, okay, here we go. It says we're changing if the first row, so let's just try to print out our potential road colors for our vertical. So let's go ahead and see our occupant class. And we've got where we're rendering the horizontals, but we need to render the verticals. So we'll give it a different color, right? So we'll just say that we're just going to add 200, or we're going to add 150 to the red channel here. And then we'll see what that gets us. And then I'm going to add 150 here as well to the red channel. So now this actually just needs to be vertical and this needs to be vertical. And then in our road start, we should be populating them. And then, so the thing is, our vertical roads in our render function for the occupant is after all the other updates. So it's the last thing. So our vertical road should overwrite the render for our left to right one. So we can just go ahead and check to see if we're rendering those things now. So it looks like a vertical road for white is purple, and then it doesn't look, actually, yeah, it rendered two things in that grid 1-1. But that tells me we're doing something wrong. We need to cycle through the columns in the row, which we are doing, and if we have stack controller still in control of white or black, then we're a potential road. Okay. So what if we go to our debug and we give ourselves a debug option 5? So we can do this vertical road without overriding some of our old debug options. Okay. Oopsie. Really, man? Okay. Let's just give us this sort of deal. Actually, we don't have those columns anymore, so you know what? Actually, this is not what we're gonna do. I mean, we can go ahead and leave that there, I don't care. We don't have any of these values anymore, so we can go ahead and repurpose these up to debug 4. So why don't we just give ourselves the potential road variable for, so I want to say potential road white, and then I'm going to say horizontal. Road white horizontal. Then we want road black horizontal. And then we want road white horizontal. No. Road black vertical. Road white vertical and road black vertical. Oops. There we go. Jeez, okay. And we want road black horizontal, no, vertical as well. Are we doing this way we can see if it's both a road white horizontal and a road white vertical, which if it's in grid 1-1 it should be, but I guess it doesn't really matter that we're trying to do this. So if we go to, let's see, change here the grid at our mouse X or Y first? Y grid first, and then we do mouse X grid, and then we say that this is the field of our potential black vertical, potential road black vertical. We can go ahead, print up the appropriate, yank it, then change, and then I want to say nope. I'm trying to figure out how to copy just this thing. Nope. Okay. This is road black. And we want to say this is road white horizontal. This one is road black horizontal. This one is road white vertical, and then black vertical. So now on our debug 4, we should be printing up those values now. Okay, so it looks like they are counting as roads, but they're still not rendering. So first of all, we want this to be fixed, and then what are we doing here that we aren't? Oh, you know what? We're not rendering. We're not rendering a grid if they're only a vertical. So if we look at where we render, it'd be after this. It'd be in our render right here. We're only rendering things if it's a potential road white, H, or black. So that explains why we were rendering 1-1 and why 1-1 was purple. So we need to actually render the verticals as well. Now, we should actually render our top colors. Yeah. So it looks like those are the colors. And see how we're still building out our colors from black. So this is going to be confusing because they're overriding each other. So we might want We might want more specific colors here so that we can detect things better. Because right now we're rendering these blue colors are our white, or our horizontal road, and then our pastel blue colors and purple is our vertical road, but then yeah, what can we change this to make it a little more? I mean, what we could do is just stop rendering. Yeah, let's just do that for now. I want two different colors in this, though. I kind of want some... I think I like the purple, and then maybe... actually, yeah, purple and maybe pink or something. So when we're in our potential road, black, was it black that was purple? Black is what we want to be pink. So in order to make our black pink, we'll just add another couple hundred to the red channel and take some out of the blue channel. And we might have black pink now. It's really not colored. Yeah, we want full red, only some blue. Even less though, even less. We want maybe 50. Okay, it's more red than pink, but maybe getting pink would be add less red. Kind of dark red. What if we add less red? We still want it bright though. It's just going to be darker and darker. So if we just add maybe a couple here and there, and then try it. Yeah, you know what? I think I want orange colors going down. So let's just pump up this red, and then we'll change our purple to a sort of orange. So we'll say that this has full red channel, and then maybe 150, 200. Let's see what that looks like. There's our pink. Our white is about pink now. So yeah, we can do the blue warm colors going across, and then or blue cool colors going across, and then the red colors kind of going down. This really is just completely unnecessary to get this close. Or like, you know, it's pure preference for what you want to code in. It really doesn't, like, I'm just wasting time at this point basically, but yeah, we got pinks and reds going down to build out a potential. And then you know what, on top of that, what we're gonna do is actually just not render our white or black horizontals. So we'll make sure we're saved here and go to our right here, and we're gonna go to the beginning of this line. Go to the beginning of this line and comment it out. Now we won't render our horizontals and only get our verticals. Now maybe we make this an orange because I don't like that the placement highlight is the same color as our vertical highlight. Totally just personal there, but was it white? Was it white that is red? No, it's black that's red. So we want our black vertical to actually be more of an orange. So we'll just give it, I don't know how to make orange. More green than blue? Still doesn't look very orange. It looks like the same as this placement. Do you see that? We want it more orange, or more, I don't know. Okay. We can do this in pink and yellow. I don't really care. Just didn't want it the same as red, you know? So now we've got only our vertical rows rendering potential roads. And then by the time we build out the roads to the very bottom, we're going to be, you know, if any of these vertical roads are populated, or potential vertical roads are populated in this 5th row of our grid, we know there is a vertical wind. So now we just need to build out our verticals, just like we built out our horizontal potential road, and then we're in business. And then we've got the very last step of saying, like, hey, if there's any potential road in that appropriate column or row, then we know there's a win, so don't worry about that. There is, if we go back to our play state in, I noticed a bug when we set our potential road vertical. When we initialize these? Really? Right here. No. Did I already fix this bug? Okay. Yep. Bug right here. We need our white vertical right there upon a road start flush. And then we're not actually running our potential road column at the moment, but we should. So let's go ahead and visual mode this bad boy. And we can say that wherever we run our potential road horizontal, that's when we're going to be running this. So if we go and find that, anytime we run our potential road horizontal, which is right there, we can go ahead and safely assume that we need to paste all of our vertical rows in here. So we'll go ahead and we want to visual mode it. We want to yank it. We want to actually just paste. And then we can say, is it Control A to, yeah, implement or increment. So we're running our potential road 2 through 5, which we actually have too many here. But there's 2 through 5, and then we search for the next time we're doing our potential road, which is in our player swap reset function. Go ahead and just paste our stuff here. And then, so now we're actually running it. So if we did our job yesterday correct, and we didn't miss any potential road H, which we do not, which is good, we only have it in 2 places. If we did our stuff yesterday correct, we should see our second road build outs, which we do not have. So if you take a look at our potential road, or our road vertical, okay. This actually doesn't even have, okay, never mind. But yeah, we need to build out, we're not doing something right in our code we did yesterday, right? So we're actually, oh, that's the thing. We're not, oh, no. We just ran this function. So we are running, not this one, our vertical one. So what the vertical one was doing was cycling through all of the columns in the given row, which we do it for rows 2 through 5. And we say at every row, we check the row above it. And if the row above it is a potential white road vertical, then you are now a potential road white vertical. But it's not doing that. I don't know. It should be building out this second road. Because what it's asking, it's passing in row 2. Then with row 2, we're saying, okay, go to the one before it. If the one before it is a road white of V, and we're currently in a stack control of a white non-standing stone, then go ahead and change that value to true, but it is not. So we are running this potential road V. Running it, in fact. We do run our road start. So what are we missing here? Yeah, what are we missing here? We're cycling through, we're taking our given row and we're cycling through all the columns in that given row. And we're saying if the grid above us, a row -1, at the ith index, if that one has a road potential white V, then we have a potential road white V. Now, flush this on a road start, but we only road start when this should be working. One end of this function. Just want to turn off everything but our function right now. Okay. Now, how do you go to the top of the paragraph of... No. I don't know how to go to the top of the paragraph here, and gotta look up that shortcut. Okay, well, we should be changing each of our rows to a potential road vertical if the row above us is a potential road, which right now we only have potential roads on the first grid, on the first row. Just say come on, dude. Two syntax error and expected. dude. I hate when it does this. I hate when it does this. God dang it. Okay, we need two ends actually. So here we go. Let's just go ahead and insert an end and then an end. Finish that off and then we'll comment this out. And then okay. We are at least building out the road for the second. Well, shoot. So black isn't working, but pink is. So why is that? I gotta get better at this. We're only doing... No, we're doing both. We should be changing... Oh, we missed it right here. This has to be a vertical. Now, we should be able to build out a road to the second space. Okay. Now, the second part of this is not only do we need to build out the space directly orthogonal, but we need to build out any horizontal connects at this point. Which is why there's this many lines of code for the horizontal lock, and we basically need to mimic that for our vertical lock just with the proper arithmetic. What time is it? Got D&D later today. Okay. Should be good for a little while. So let's continue to build our potential road vertical function. Now, this is where we left off. So if we take a look at what we're doing, we're cycling through 5 ints, so we're cycling through the rows. This is for our horizontal detect. So we're cycling through the rows, and we're saying if we are a potential road white at this point, then we're going to go ahead and check above us and below us. And then we've got it kind of nested in such a way that it'll search through all of the bottom rows if we're the top row. So we would be incrementing the column in our case. So I guess we can just start off right here and say, after we've done this, we're going to go ahead and we want to cycle through, instead of the top row. Oh God. I think we'd be cycling. God, it's so hard to keep my head straight about this. So this right now is built out for horizontal, and what we're doing is cycling through all the rows. It's checking if the row beneath us. So yeah, it's those side connects. So our equivalent would be if our grid at we want the row that we pass in at the ith, because we're searching for these horizontal connects for our top match booleans. So then, or for our vertical match booleans, so we'd do something like this, and we would say if our potential road, let's do white first, I guess. Then we gotta do, and this isn't the top row, this is from left to right. So this is tough, guys. My mind's a little exploded at trying to figure this out. Because we already did it for vertical, but to translate it's a little confusing or we did it for horizontal already. So it's basically starting at whatever potential road we are at. Then it's going to say, okay, how about beneath us? Is one beneath us a stack control of our similar color? If so, then we're a potential road right there too. Then it goes further. It goes, okay, what if the space beneath us? And we go out, we build out all of these all the way down to the bottom. From the top to the bottom. So ours would be from the left to the right. So we say if the one to the right of us. Yeah, so like this is like to build a straight road, right? Build a straight road down, it would hit these first because it would say, listen, we're a potential road, and the grid beneath us, the row beneath us at the same column is also a potential road. So where it would be to set that, and then if the one beneath that one is a potential road, then mark that one as a potential road. So build it all the way out. So we're trying to do that from left to right. So we're trying to say if the grid at this would be row +1. The one to the right of us. Yeah, the one to the right of us is to the right of us at every given column. Nope, I is locked in at 1 here, so our column is locked in at 1. This is wrong. We want to lock in our row. We do lock in our row. So this would be a column +1 actually. So we're checking the grid to the right of us, which is the column +1, not our row. So we are in a locked in row. Now we're asking, that's not what I wanted. We're gonna be saying, hey, if our if this occupant's stack control, so look, we can say our stack control is white and our stone control does not equal a standing stone, then go ahead. And this would be row and I+1. Okay. Now, if we're a row I+1, the one to the right of us is in fact another potential road, then we're going to modify that grid to be a new potential road. Yeah, basically. So we're going to say our grid at this row I+1. Say this dot potential road white V actually gets set through. So we are asking, this starts off, it has to be a vertical road that already has the start with our road start. So if that's every one of those that is a potential road, it's going to cycle through the rest of those columns to see if the next rows are a downwards match. But actually, I'm a little confused now. We do this I equals 1 so that we could lock in. God, it's so hard to get aware of what we're doing, man. Okay, what is going on? We need an end here for whatever reason we don't have. Come on, dude. Oh, and okay. This isn't lined up. Really? Are you? Okay. Well, we're keeping all of this, or this is where it's fucking up actually. It's all our old logic, but we walk this through. If our I is 1, we're cycling through all of the columns of each row. And we're saying if in our first row, the one to the right of us is also going to be a potential road, go ahead and mark it, because those ones aren't necessarily vertically orthogonal in the downwards direction to our potential road white verticals in our top row. So we're going to be marking the ones starting with the row on the left. If our row on the left is in fact already a potential road white, this would be in row 2 first. We're checking all the columns directly to the right of us. Okay. This is really just a dummy way I figured out to do all this. It's not very pretty or elegant at all. But we basically got to do this for the rest. So like what this does now, well, if we remove this code, Okay, so with this line of code we've done so far is it should turn this white square into a pink, which it does. Now we're looking to turn this next one into a pink, which it doesn't, which is where we're at. And it's a little monotonous to build this out manually like this, but we're trying to not index a nil value so we don't crash. And once we do it once, we run it on every single row, all 4 of our roads, 2 through 5. And we run it on that, and then we write it once and run it on all those rows. So if our road to the right of us is a potential road, marking it as such, and then we need to mark we say if the one next to us is a road white vertical already, then actually, and we check that it is a stone control that is not equal to a standing stone, really suck at this. Oh, God. Okay. We're checking the one row past us. And if one row past us is a potential road. There's a better way to do this, but this does work. This is, yeah, we actually shouldn't have to do something like this. We should just be able to ask if the next one, if the next one. So this line will get executed if the one after our first one is changed to true. Then we need to check the next grid, so we can go here and try the next grid. And if the next grid is potential road white vertical, then we can go ahead and mark that grid as a potential road white V true. So now we should have two whites going across. Nope. See, we're looking for this one to be pink, and it is not. So if our group, yeah, this is wrong. This is a stack control. Stack control that is equal to white. And then we need and stone control. Okay, that should be it. So now we should have two whites connected. There is our first white connect and our second. So regardless of what is in here, we'll be able to build out up to a third row white. See, and this is a little misleading because, oh, actually, yeah, we only did it for a row being equal to 1. So as long as the row is right here, and it's a vertical connect. We can build this out to 3. But we're not. What is going on? Did we not build it out once already? I thought we did. If the row 2 over is a stack control of white. Makes sense that would be white. See, that one's not even doing it because we're on a row of 1. We've only done our row of 1, but we should be building it out to the 3rd space there. Not. So this is saying, starting with our row 1, if our row 1 is oh, actually this is different. This is totally different. We don't want to do this. We want to cycle through. We want to cycle through all the columns. Yeah. Starting at 1, if the first column at our row, the one to the right of us is a white, go ahead, true, and then if the one to the right of that one is a white, go ahead and true in the column of 3. It should be working. What is going on? We actually shouldn't really need this, but we can't just... I'm confused why the old way we did it even worked now. Because if we pass it in a... Actually, it takes in a column. So if we give it 5, it'll cycle through the rows, not columns. So yeah. We are cycling through the columns. But... I don't know what to do, man. So this is the... God dang, I don't know what to do. We're cycling through all the columns, starting, like, let's just say row 2 is the first thing we do. We run it on row 2, so it'll say, starting at column 1 all the way to 5, we're gonna say, if your row plus, if the one to the right of you is a stack control of white and a stone control of not a standing stone, go ahead and make that a potential road white. And then I'm saying, while you're at it, if the one to the right of that one is a white, and also a stone control not equal to standing stone, then go ahead and mark that grid to be a potential road white. Now, why doesn't that work? That doesn't work. This one does work. This one does work now. What the heck, man? We tried this. We tried this in row 1, and it wasn't working. it's working. So ideally, now that we did that, we run it on all the functions, so we should build out a left road up to 3 spaces on any column, or on any row actually. So it does look like we are building that road out there. So we need 4 and 5 now. And it's basically the same as this. Just one more space. And actually this is right here. We do this almost nested like this. I'm hoping we have a white road up to 4 spaces. Yes, we do. Only for our first column at the moment, which is fine, because we haven't worked our way to the others just yet. Then we can say, by the way, if our 4 find 3 increment, backwards find 3, nope. Backwards find 3 increment. Go ahead and write that out. We should have a white all the way across the board at this point, starting in our column 1. Yes. But this actually is not so important to us. We're trying to figure out. Okay, now yeah, we've got potential road, white vertical, here, up to 3 spaces. No? Oh, we've got it all in a straight line. It's just that right now, if we try to build a straight line and divert it in any direction, we can't connect it when it should be connected for a vertical. So our next step is to ask, we actually got to do a bunch of things, so we got to just kind of keep going through. We've got column 1, we need column 2 through 5, and then we'll worry about actually doing our not just directly beneath potential roads. So, let me see what time it is. Yeah, I can maybe program 20 minutes more, then I gotta get ready. Okay. Well, we've got rid of this nastiness. See how column 3 doesn't have any lateral connects because we've only done it for 1 just yet. Now we did this one. So now in that same, this is basically the same exact thing, except we need to do it for black. So if we do that, then we're on to our next row. So let's go ahead and see if we can just go ahead and do that real quick. Right here, we just need to ask all these same questions, except for a black. And we say, okay, if we're maybe we can do some fancy placements here. We say colon substitute / white with black, and then we select it all and we say colon substitute our white string with a black string, and then we should be building out black's off to the side just the same. So let's write that out and try. Now we should be building black lateral connects all the way up to the last column, which is looking to be true. And we could go as low as all the way to the bottom here, except I already used up those spaces. Here we go. So we can build it out that way too. This is, you wouldn't do this in the game. I'm just kind of proving that it doesn't crash there. So we've got column 1, which is this, if I is equal to 1. Then we need a what? Else if? Else if I is 2. So we say else if I is 2, and then we do less. And this is a little different. And this was our horizontal detection, if the one to the left of us is a stack control, then I is 2. I is our row. Horizontal detect. Nope. So here we check. If our row is 2, then we're going to check the one grid above us, and then check the rest of the grids below us. For both white and black. So we need to do something similar. But we're saying after this, where is this? If we collapse this, if I is 1, then we have an else if. Right after this end, this is the else if. So we can say, else if I is 2, and this is our column 2. If our column's 2, then we're going to go ahead and want to check the grid directly to the left of us, and then the rest of us on the right. Yes. So it's just a little mind melting. This is like literally. This is like. Depending on how debugging goes, this is the last functionality to add to our game. So this really is the home stretch. We're getting there. Now the first thing we want to do is check if we indeed have potential road white. So we can ask that right off the bat. Say, hey, if we have potential road white, then we can say what? We want to check the grid to the left of us. So we can say we want to check the grid to the left of us. So it would be a row -1, right? Row -1, because this is like a left connect for a row 2. So we would say, hey, if the one to the left of us is in fact stack controller white, we're going to go ahead and set that potential road white to true. And then I guess we can try this. We're looking for a left. Come on. What happened? here. Okay. So if we build out as a white from here, I'm hoping this will be pink now. It is not. We should be building out that pink, and we are not. So if I use 2, our potential road white, then we're asking if the one to the left of us, which is not a row -1, it is a column -1. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Now we should be doing it. Come on, pink. Yes, we got pink, and that should extend to any row down past it, even like this, which it does. Okay. Now, this would be checks left of column 2. And then we need the rest, which would be and if we take a look here, we end that, and then we do another if of all the others. So yeah, we ended that, and then we're gonna do if the others, and the others would be the row that gets passed in, but would be one to the right of us, and then it would be this essentially. So if we go, nope, I want to say find period, then I want to say visual mode to the end of the line, yank it, and I want to paste it, and then I want to modify this to be a +2. And then now that this is a +2, I want to yank this, and then here we can say that our dot dot potential road white would get true in our second column, and then if we do this correctly, we can see if the one to the right of our column 2 is getting populated, which it is not. So what are we doing wrong? This is just +1. One to the right of us. Say find 2, place 1 out. Now we should have the one to the right of our second column getting populated, and then none. So we got to finish that out. So we'll say, basically we want this whole thing. We want to say a couple things. We want to check that one, and then we want to change that one. That should be That should be row 4, and then this should be row 5, the last one. And then we're gonna say find 1, replace 3, and then we're gonna say backwards find 1, replace 3, save right now. We should have all the way to the end. Nope. Actually, let me just... So that's got it, and that's got it. So we build out all the way to the end from that second column. And we also build to the left of that second column. So now we need columns 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll be done with our function, but we need to do this for black as well. So we'll yank that and we'll say it right here. Nope, C, nope, C, nope, 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 nope. Okay. Right here, we want a visual mode. Highlight. We want to substitute a white with a black. And then we want to do the same thing with the string. And we say substitute a string of white with a string of black. And then we should have the same for black. Then it should connect all the way to the right, which it does, and it connects on the lefts as well, which is right. So we're making good progress. We just need our new else if 3. So that's right here. We need to replace this with an else if I is equal to 3. And then in this we need to do, we already did our I is 2. Check for our color, and then we check the 2 spaces, and then the 1 space. 2 spaces, no, then 2 spaces, okay, since it's in the middle. So we're gonna say, first of all, we wanna ask if we are in fact a potential road in this column. And then we would say, what? We would say we need to check the left too, right? So if we're checking the left too, checks left of column 2. This is not right. This is not right. This counts all the way to the right for both. This one counts, checks left of column 2. And then it checks to the right. So this would be, oh, here we would say checks to the right. Column 2. Now we need to check the left 2 squares of us. We need to check 1 to the left of us, which we do here. And then we need to check another right here. Not what I wanted at all, bro. Okay. So yeah, we say replace 2. Say find replace 2. So we check 2 to the left of us and modify those bad boys to potential road. So let's see if that works on our white. We're in row 3, we're checking to the left of us up to 2, which we have built out. And then we still have the left side built out for that one. So looking right so far, so now we need to check to the right of these two. So we yank this, and then we can say insert tab, and we say this is right. Okay. Now we're checking left, now we're checking right, so we've got to find the minuses, place them with pluses, and then that should be it. Oopsie. Replace with plus. Replace plus. Okay. So now we should have the right built out from column 3, which we do. And then we need black. We'll go ahead and do a substitution for our black. Ooh, what happened? No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay, I think it's fine. Okay, here. Okay, substitute black. No, substitute white for black, first of all. Then we want to switch the string out. We say this is substitute string of white for string of black. Okay, now we should have black built out, column 3. Now we've got left working, right working, left all the way to the end, right all the way to the end. So that's working. So now we need else if right here. Else if I is equal to 4, we're doing stuff. Let's see. Oh, I gotta get going. I gotta get going. Yeah, I gotta get going. I don't want to be late for D&D. Let's make sure we're not crashing. Okay. Okay, and then see, look at this complex road we already got going on. Building out to the vertical. We're almost done. We just need last 2 parts of this new function. And actually, I'm gonna exit this, and then quit Vim, and then actually run a git diff here. And we'll see. We added new colors for our render for our vertical road. We actually run our vertical road function. We flush our function, fix a little bug. And then we okay, this is this is where we commented out and started adding in our new stuff. And then we actually render, or we run the function vertical road under a clear swap function, and then we print up new debugging. Yeah, that's it. I want to say implemented potential vertical road up to column 3. And we'll just need to finish that function tomorrow. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll get some more work done on this bad boy. Almost done. Once we finish this vertical road connect, we'll have to determine the winner based on the stack control of whatever given winning road is there. And then we have to do some sort of thing that will print who the winner is, tally up the scores for the occupant stack control, and then show the board, but not allow people to place any new objects. And then once enter is pressed, it'll swap players and start the next game. So yeah, coming up in the end.